G'day guys, Palmy here. Okay, so today's video is inspired by there's not a lot of Aussies here, I've noticed, and I think the reason being it's hard going in Australia at the moment. So what I've done, I've put together a video about how you can have a holiday in Thailand for a couple of weeks for not a huge amount of money. So check it out guys and tell me what you think. Okay, so if you're going to come on a holiday, you need to get here, and to get here you're going to have to catch a plane. So I got on Skyscanner and I had a look at the prices. Now return airfares, one stopover return airfares start from $567. Okay, now Thai Airways do a direct flight which will save you quite a few hours. It sort of works out about 10 hours instead of about 23 hours, and it's $922 guys, but quite a difference in price. So $567 to $922 return. Okay, so for those of you who have never been here before, it's quite a long way from Bangkok to Pattaya. It's about 150 kilometers or 130 kilometers, and it takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours to get here. So you're going to need transfers. Now transfers are relatively cheap at the moment because we're in low season and there's not that many people here. So people are doing transfers for as low as 1,200 baht, which is about the equivalent to about $100 return. So about $50 each way guys, that's where they start at. That's transfers from Bangkok airport to Pattaya or Jomtien. Okay, next off guys, there's accommodation. Now you can save a lot of money in low season and not going for fancy hotels. Now there's a lot of accommodation in places like Soi Welcome and near the beach for as little as $300 for the fortnight. Now they've got all the basics. They've got fridge, television, air conditioner, bed, everything you need to have a great holiday, but all you really do is use the room at night time for whatever you want to do at night time. So you can really save a lot of money. So $300 a fortnight accommodation. Now guys, if you want something a bit better than this accommodation, there are some quite reasonably priced hotels. They've got swimming pools and stuff like that, and elevators and things like that. So just bear in mind those cheap rooms generally don't have elevators and stuff like that. They've got stairs, okay? So please factor that in, and you shouldn't have too many problems. Okay, so the next one guys is food. Now you're in Thailand, why not lap up the Thai food? There is some sensational stuff over here to eat. Things like pakapao and you name it. It's all the massaman curries and all that kind of stuff. Some really lovely food. Now the good thing about this food is it's relatively cheap guys, especially around Jomtien and Pattaya. There's so much street food available and it's just very, very cheap. Often you get meals for as low as 60 baht, 80 baht, 100 baht. The bottom line is most of the food you buy will be under 200 baht per meal, which is under $8 guys. So I've allowed 600 baht or about 25 Australian dollars. Now not everybody likes Thai food, so don't worry guys, there are quite a few places where you can get normal types of food. There are a lot of markets and stuff where you can get reasonably priced food. There's places like Cheap Charlie's, there's the Wombat and Kiwi Bar. Most of the meals are under 200 baht, including things like eggs and bacon for breakfast and all kinds of stuff guys, and they sell for Thai as well, so you could have either. So yeah, so it still cover your budget guys unless you want to splurge out, but you can do it for, like I said, about 25 bucks a day. Now please note that this doesn't cover things like McDonald's and Burger King and KFC because they are extremely expensive here guys. Okay, so this next one guys is a big one now, alcohol. Now I don't know how much everybody drinks, so I've allowed for 10 beers per day. Now 10 beers per day is having a pretty good party I reckon. Maybe you might drink more some days and less other days, I don't know, but what I'm going to give you is it's a guideline. Now if you were to go to bars that were having happy hours and that type of thing and getting 49 baht beers, you could probably drink for the whole time for about 260 Australian dollars. Now if you were to go to bars, right, that were just charging like 80 baht per beer, which is pretty reasonable, pretty normal sort of thing, it'd cost you up to about $420 for the alcohol for the 2 weeks. Okay, now if you were to buy alcohol from the 7-Eleven and drink at home or wherever, you're going to save quite a bit of money, guys, because it'd only cost you about $190. So, but just say, you know, for example, you know, at normal bars, say about $400 for the whole time, $200 a week. Okay, so now how could anybody come to Thailand and not want to go and get massages, guys? So what I've done, I've allowed for a massage pretty much every second day. Now your standard Thai massage is only 200 baht, about $8. So 7 of them, or I like the oil massage, not as painful and feels a lot nicer. So they're about 300 baht, about 12 for $13 each. So 7 of them comes out at about $90 Australian, guys. So, you know, I think they're just actual real good value. So guys, the massage places all offer well, most of them offer extra services, guys. So if you're not really interested in going out at night and hooking up with a lady and taking her home, but you still want the benefits of, you know, being around a lady, the massage ladies can help you out there, and the prices will vary and they'll probably save you a bit of money. But so just keep that in mind, guys. I won't sort of get into the pricing for that, but you can work that out. It's very negotiable. Okay guys, next one is ladies. Now a lot of you have been alone for a while and you know, really looking forward to having a bit of a good time. So this is based on bar girls in Jomtien, more so than Pattaya, and also maybe freelancers, guys. But what you should know is you're better off going with a bar girl that's got a base. So if anything goes wrong or there's a problem or something goes missing, you know where to find her. Now, often with freelancers on the beach, they're freelancers for a reason. They can be out of control, or they, you know, there's often, you know, lots of things that that can be a problem with the freelancer. So you're better off going with a lady from a bar. And I would say most of these guys that are watching this video are roughly around my age, a bit younger, a bit older, and so they can relate to this. So Jomtien's a good place. There's a lot of ladies here in their 30s and stuff. There's some in their 20s, but mainly their 30s and 40s, and they're very reasonable prices. Bar fines usually about 300 baht, some up to about 500 baht, and you got short time and long time. Now, if the lady likes you, right, you can be lucky sometimes and get long time, which means all night, for as low as 1,000 baht. Now, this is quite good value. Now, if you're not a shrewd operator or whatever, maybe it might cost you 1,500 baht. Right? That at absolute most, guys, it's low season now. And if they tell you 2,000 baht, knock them down, guys, because they will take a lot less. I'm telling you that now. I know from experience. Okay, so we're talking about going with a lady 10 times over 2 weeks, and you're looking at about between $550 and $750, guys, which is very good value. So, and that's in Jomtien mainly, not so much Pattaya. You can get, you know, the same thing in Pattaya, but it's generally dearer, guys. Okay, so. Okay, guys, so once you're here, you're staying in, say, Jomtien, now you're going to need to get around. Now, the best way to get around while you're here is by Baht Bus, and the Baht Bus costs you 10 baht every time you get on. So you'd probably get on at Jomtien and get off at Pattaya, go for a wander around, have a couple of beers, do what you do. So what I've allowed for is allowed for you to do 2 trips a day for basically 10 days. I don't think you travel every day. But yeah, so it's going to cost you about 20 Australian dollars for transport on the Baht Bus at 10 baht a go. So just factor that in, guys. So $20 for transport, Baht Bus and that type of thing. Okay, next one, guys, is laundry. Now, if you do your own laundry, it's pretty easy here. They got like pretty much automatic everything. You just go in there. It'll cost you about 100 baht roughly to do a big load of washing and dry it, and roughly about an hour of your time. But it's hot, it's sweaty, whatever. A lot of people don't bring many clothes and buy clothes because they're cheap. but that's up to you. But yeah, so I've allowed for laundry. Allow, say, $20 for 2 weeks worth of laundry, and you'll have nice clean clothes all the time, and you'll be right. So $20 for laundry, guys. Okay, junk food. Now, every now and then you're going to want to buy some junk food from a 7-Eleven, whether it be some chocolate or a can of Coke or what have you. So I've allowed $80 for junk food, which is about 2,000 baht. So 2,000 baht, that'll go in and get you snacks and a packet of chips or a can of Coke or chocolate or whatever through the whole period, and that should carry you over, guys. Now that's that. Okay, now guys, now some things you should know, right, to save yourself some money. Now if you're going to go to bars and there's going to be ladies, now the ladies will approach you and they will start trying to get drinks off you. Now you're not obliged to buy them drinks. Now it's totally up to you. If you don't buy them drinks, they probably won't stay with you and will leave, right? But if you buy one lady drink, which will be double the price of your drink at least, and you know, the lady will probably spend a bit of time with you. Now I would suggest that you negotiate with her if you want to take her, as you know, for the night, and then get her out of that place, because you won't be paying lady drinks. Then you can go somewhere else, and if you have to pay for her drinks, right, that's an added expense, but it won't be at a lady drink rate. So if you want to pick up a girl from a bar and continue drinking for a while, or go out somewhere else, yeah, get her out of the bar, find her and get her out, and then go to another place and drink somewhere else, guys, and that'll save you some money. Another thing with massage girls, guys, if you like a massage girl and you know, you want to negotiate with her and get something happening there and then, just remember, guys, you do that, you're not buying her any drinks, you're not doing anything, but they're going to hit you up straight away for trying to get you the same price as a girl at a bar, right? So you're going to pay like they're going to say, oh, we're going to pay you the shop 300 and I want 1,000 for my services. Now that's a short time price, guys. Now some of them will stick to that, but some are very negotiable. So if you were to turn around and say to a lady, look, I've only got 800 baht or something like that, the chances are she might do the business and you're done for, and you don't have to buy any lady drinks for anybody, and you can, you know, have the night to yourself. So just remember that, guys. Okay. Now day trips and island tours and stuff like that, guys, aren't factored in. I can't possibly know what you're interested in, but if you're going to do that type of thing, make sure you get a couple of prices on that, because there are huge markups on this stuff, like boat tours and what have you, and you can save yourself a real lot of money by checking out a couple of them and negotiating. Another thing not included in the prices, guys, is your mobile phone needs. So if you need a new SIM card or anything like that, it's not factored in. But what I would say, guys, is wait until you get to Pattaya or Jomtien, rather than buy one at the airport. They're always dearer at the airport if you need a different SIM card for your phone. If you're a golf lover and you're interested in getting a few rounds of golf in, go down to Wombat and Kiwi Bar, Beach Road, Jomtien, and corner of Soi 9, and see Steve, the owner of the bar. He has 2 golf days a week, Mondays and Wednesdays. Go and check him out, and I'm sure he can fit you in one of his days. So for the golf lovers out there, give it a try. So guys, just remember, this is a guideline. Now, some of these prices can vary. Now, airfares, they can be extra baggage prices. Some include baggage, a certain weight of baggage, some don't. The same with some of the accommodation, guys. Some will charge you extra for electricity. You know, it might be so much or a set price or whatever. It could be a little bit extra, you know. So just please be aware of this, guys, that some of these things, they might incur extra charges. At the time of making this video, guys, it was mid-July 2024, and all the information I quoted was correct. It is low season here in Thailand. Things can change, and as it changes into high season, that probably will. Now, this is only a guide to help people, if just to give you information on what is achievable in Pattaya and Jomtien. Now, it's only meant for that. It's only meant for entertainment purposes, but at the time, everything I quoted was correct.